We're going to look at the heartbeat and the boomerang method in solving for missing pieces in a right triangle. First, a couple important review terms. Altitude is when you connect the vertex to the opposite segment and make a right angle with that opposite segment. So notice I have 3 altitudes drawn in this first triangle. And the orthocenter is the center where they all intersect. That's what we're going to be looking at in this video, but just as a review, the median is connecting the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite segment, not necessarily making a right angle, and the intersection of all the medians is the centroid. But looking at this triangle down here, we have similar triangles. So this medium triangle is similar to the big triangle because they both share this angle by the reflexive property, and they both have a right angle. The big triangle has a right angle here, and the medium triangle has one here. So they're similar by angle. Similarly, this small triangle is similar to the big triangle because it has a right angle just like the big triangle and also shares an angle. So it's similar by angle. So if the medium triangle is similar to the big triangle and the small triangle is similar to the big triangle, then the medium and small triangles are similar to each other. We're going to use this in the heartbeat and boomerang method. So the heartbeat method is saying A to X equals X to B. And that's because looking at the small triangle, we're looking at the short leg to the long leg. That equals looking at the medium triangle because they're similar to each other. The short leg of the medium triangle to the long leg of the medium triangle. So really what you're doing, you're moving along the big hypotenuse and you're going up and down the altitude. So A to X equals X to B. Or you could go the other way, B to X equals X to A. So it kind of looks like a heartbeat monitor. And then the other method is the boomerang method. So C to A equals A to X. It kind of starts going back like a boomerang. And we're allowed to do that because the small and the big triangles are similar. So we're looking at the big hypotenuse, the hypotenuse of the big triangle to the small leg of the big triangle equals the hypotenuse of the small triangle to the short leg of the small triangle. Or we could look at it this way, C to B equals B to Y. So C to B equals B to Y. So really what you're doing here is you're going from the big hypotenuse, you're going along that whole hypotenuse, you're not going up and down the altitude at all, but going from the big hypotenuse to one of the legs of the big triangle, and then you're going backwards. So either C to A equals A to X, or going the other direction along the big hypotenuse, C to B equals, and then going backwards, B to Y.